Anxiety used to control my life, but I found a way to break free. Now I wake up every morning feeling grateful and excited for the day ahead. It's all thanks to this one technique I came across that's been a game changer for me. I'm going to share it with you in this video, so don't miss it. Anxiety can have a significant impact on physical health, increasing the risk of heart disease, digestive problems, and chronic pain. It's associated with too many problems to count, but no one has to be a victim of it. I remember one morning in particular feeling like I had a weight on my chest. It was a familiar feeling, one that I had become too accustomed to over the years. I tried to shake it off, but it lingered like a dark cloud hovering over me. I knew what it was: anxiety. It had been a constant companion of mine for as long as I could remember. Some days it was manageable, but on days like this, it felt overwhelming. I tried to distract myself with work, but my mind kept racing and my thoughts spiraling out of control. What if I mess up this project? What if I lose my job? The what ifs piled up like bricks, each one heavier than the last. I tried to take deep breaths to remind myself that these were just thoughts, that they weren't real. But it was like trying to hold back a tidal wave with a broomstick. The more I tried to push the thoughts away, the stronger they became. I felt like I was drowning in my own mind. It was like a never-ending cycle of worry and fear, and I didn't know how to break free from it. I felt trapped, powerless. As the day wore on, I felt more and more exhausted, like I'd run a marathon without ever leaving my chair. I knew that I needed help, that I couldn't keep living like this. But the thought of reaching out for help only added to my anxiety. It was like I was stuck in a vicious cycle, and I didn't know how to break free. Something had to change. I began researching different strategies for managing anxiety. I read articles, watched videos, and talked to friends who had experience with anxiety as well. I realized that I needed to take action to get better. I tried different techniques for managing anxiety. Some of them worked better than others, but none of them seemed to be the magic bullet that would make my anxiety go away. After a lot of trial and error, I found a technique that resonated with me. I'm going to explain exactly how to do it in just a second. It was a mindfulness practice that involved paying attention to my thoughts and feelings without judging them or trying to push them away. It felt counterintuitive at first, but I decided to give it a try. The mindfulness technique is called the view from above, and that's really helped me manage my anxiety. It's a visualization technique where you imagine yourself floating above your surroundings and looking down at them from a distance. It's like you're looking at your life from a bird's eye view, and everything seems a little smaller and less overwhelming. Here's how I do the view from above meditation. I find a quiet and comfortable place to sit or lie down. I like to do this in my bedroom or on my couch. I close my eyes and take a few deep breaths in through my nose and out through my mouth. Then I imagine myself floating up into the air like a balloon until I'm high enough to see my entire neighborhood or city. I take a few moments to just look around and take it all in. I notice the colors, shapes, and patterns of the houses, streets, cars, buildings, and the trees below me. As I continue to look down, I try to detach from any thoughts or worries that might be weighing me down. I remind myself that everything looks small from up here, and that my problems aren't as big as they feel in the moment. Finally, I take a few more deep breaths, and when I'm ready, I gently come back down into my body again. This meditation helps me feel more calm and centered when I'm feeling anxious. I began practicing this every day, even when I didn't feel anxious. I learned to observe my thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them, and to focus on the present moment instead of worrying about the future. As I continue to practice mindfulness, I began to notice a shift in my anxiety. The practice of mindfulness transformed me in ways that I never thought possible. I learned that I didn't have to be a victim of my own thoughts and feelings, and that I had the power to change the way I experienced the world. I still have my moments of anxiety, but now I have the tools to manage it.